Welcome to my National Exam Prep 3-minute flash review for estates in land. Remember your definition: any legal interest in real property that allows for possession is an estate in land. It could be owned or could be leased. I'm going to include some keywords and phrases you'll need to know for the test. So as always, I encourage you to take notes. We'll start with freehold estates, which are ownership estates. First one, fee simple absolute. Highest form of ownership, largest bundle of rights, and it lasts forever. Fee simple defeasible means ownership could be defeated as long as a current deed condition is not met. I grant you ownership of this property as long as you use it for a church or a school. Could be an example in your exam. Fee simple determinable. I grant you ownership of the property for a fixed amount of time. We know when the ownership will end. I grant you ownership for a period of 10 years, at which time the ownership of the property will revert back to the grantor. Life estate. The life tenant is granted ownership with all rights during the term of their life. But on the day the life tenant dies, ownership typically reverts back to the grantor. In the alternative, ownership could go to a named third party in the deed, maybe a relative. That would be known as the remainder man. Leasehold estates, in contrast, only deal with possession of the property. And there are 4 types you'll want to know for the exam. An estate for years. If you know the exact ending date of the current lease, that means it's an estate for years. That's how it'll be presented on the exam. A periodic tendency, think month to month for your exam. A month-to-month lease is periodic tendency. Pay in the first of the month, stay for the balance of the month. An estate at will. An estate at will keyword is permission. You have permission from the owner of the property to stay there. And an estate at sufferance is a holdover tenant, tenant who stays after their lease has expired. So with an estate at sufferance, who's doing the suffering? The landlord. For more information, watch my property ownership video in the exam prep playlist. As always, like, share, and comment. Pass your exams. Good luck on your tests.